resistors. I want to thank Leandra for having the passion, for having compassion, and for having the strength to put this all together. It doesn't matter how many of us there are, it just matters that you want to be here. Before I read the poem, I'm going to tell you something I haven't shared with too many people. About 6 months after the idiot was inaugurated, I had my grandson, who at the time was 7 years old, come up to me while he was playing baseball in the backyard. And he came and sat next to me and said, "Grandma, can I talk to you?" And I said, "Sure." He said, "Grandma, I'm very worried." I said, "What are you worried about?" He said, "I'm worried about our country." He said, I said, "Well, tell me about your worries." He said, "If this man, this Donald Trump, stays president for very much longer, America won't be America anymore." And I looked at this 7-year-old boy, and I said, because I'm a teacher, I said, "Otto, I said, what does America mean to you?" And this is a little boy who also comes from a bicultural and bilingual family, but he lives in America. And he said, "Grandma, America is a great country, and it's about being free. It's about freedom." He said, "But Trump is not about freedom. He doesn't want people to be free. He wants to build walls and keep people out." He says, "I'm really worried about our country." So I have kept that in my heart from the moment he had that conversation with me. And I have not forgotten it. Because if we care about this country, we're going to fight for it. It's very hard. I know it's not easy. There's not a day that goes by that I wouldn't like to bury my head in the sand and just forget this is all going on. But my father taught me to fight for what was right and for justice. And we have to keep up that passion, we have to keep up that drive, and we have to show up and be there every time that we're called upon for the sake of our country, for the sake of our community, for the sake of our children and our grandchildren. So thank you for being here today. And I'm going to read a poem for you. I did not write it. This is a poem written by an activist by the name of Lawrence Ferlinghetti. It's entitled, "Pity the Nation." Pity the nation whose people are sheep and whose shepherds mislead them. Pity the nation whose leaders are liars, whose sages are silenced, and whose bigots haunt the airwaves. Pity the nation that raises not its voice except to praise conquerors and acclaim the bully as hero, and aims to rule the world by force and by torture. Pity the nation that knows no other language but its own, and no other culture but its own. Pity the nation whose breath is money and sleeps the sleep of the too well fed. Pity the nation, oh pity the people who allow their rights to erode and their freedoms to be washed away. My country, tears of thee, sweet land of liberty. Thank you.